Absolutely.
go. First round of the fight. First
so
fight
Adrian going
round.
with that two-handed hammer. Good choice against the knight here, obviously.
Yeah, a great equalizer here. So, you know, I think Adrian at the moment is going to be advantaged even just because of that. As we said before, that stamina advantage is gonna do wonders.
Absolutely.
And
He
Adrian
lands
going
a quick axle right off the rip, too. I mean, good opener.
Got Codino with that damage. So Codino's really gotta pull it out here. Oh,
an excellent drag. Cody's got to be super low now. He whiffs, but he's able to recover.
Yeah, one light hit on Codino is going to take him out, so he's got to play very defensively, but he's also got to start doing some damage here, or Adrian's just going to...
Adrian kind of just feeding attacks here, though, and Cody's going to try and regenerate and get some counters in to regenerate stamina here. I think he's kind of back at a neutral point here.
Oh, Adrian
hits the floor.
Missed the drag. Yeah, he hit the floor there, I thought. Excellent. Oh, yeah. So that was...
See how he...
Wow.
Wow.
Well, Axel to drag, you know, just the opposite of that combo we were talking about, but just mixing up the speeds of your attack like that. Excellent
100%.
job by Adrian.
Excellent stuff there. I mean, Adrian's very good at that. He's a very, very experienced player, so he knows how to make his moves count where they need to.
Yeah, 100%, 100%. That two-handed hammer is dangerous. With Cody's regeneration, he was able to take an extra light hit, so he's just got to be very careful there. If he can keep that defense strong enough for long enough, he'll be able to pull it out a little bit.
Absolutely. Right. I wonder if he's ever going to rip that Dane axe out and try and give a toss or two. I don't think Adrian's particularly known for tossing his weapons, but I wonder if he's going to try and pick that, considering he has it on his back there.
Dane axe is an interesting choice. I know he's been practicing with the Messer a lot, but Dane and two-handed hammer, I have not seen that too much.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, great axle from Adrian.
Just getting around the parry window. I know. Yeah, it was a perfect match on Adrian's part.
Cleaning up the battlefield. Good job, Adrian. He's he's doing a good job keeping the streets clean.
Indeed.
No littering in here.
All right, so that's 2-0, Adrian. Here we go.
Correct. All right. And wow, Cody misses a quick stab, but I think they both did.
Cody going for these risky moves. He's feinting a lot, jumping even, though that doesn't cost stamina.
Right.
Cody, I think, is going for a desperate hit, but he really needs to focus a bit more on his defense here. He's got to make sure he maintains that stamina against this larger weapon. Against this Vanguard advantage here.
I almost thought that 360 would have hit, but I think he just missed the end of the damage phase there.
He doesn't need to do those 360s, but I guess he's trying to do a bit of a champion's flourish here.
Absolutely.
If Cody had just followed through with a regular attack, that would have landed. They both feinted, and Adrian was able to accelerate. Was that a heavy at the end?
It was a heavy at the end. Yeah, I heard Adrian grunting, and that delay was quite enough to take Cody out there.
Cody out. So that's 3-0. Cody's got 2 more chances here to pull it back.
Right. Let's see if Cody can pull that dark horse moment here and do his best to bring this back. I think he's
switched to longsword. Yeah, he might be choking up. Adrian is a strong opponent. It can, if you fear your opponent, you're not going to play at your best. You got to remember that they bleed, right? And if they bleed, they can die.
Precisely. Everybody is killable.
So
even the best players in the game can die.
And they will. Cody switching to the longsword. Interesting move. He's going to do less stamina negation.
Brutal. I mean, that's one of the things I love about this game is just the brutality. I mean, you saw that heavy attack, it land, and it felt like you got hit by a freight truck.
The blood spatter as the blunt connects with that armor.
And the sickening crunch of metal as the guy falls down. I mean, it is excellent. But here we are, Adrian 4-0, and I don't even think Adrian's taken a hit in the last 3 fights.
I don't think so either. I do believe in Cody. I think he can pull it around. He's going to have to really try hard here.
I'd really like to see Cody at least take a round.
That would be nice. Let's see. Got to utilize that longsword stab more. It can be very difficult to read, and it does a ton of damage, especially against the Vanguard here.
Absolutely.
All right, so Cody already losing the stamina fight. If he doesn't start countering a bit more, he is going to be disarmed.
But a quick overhead.
Yeah, so I think Adrian there was trying to steal Cody's initiative, but Cody just reposted and was able to land a hit. So if he focuses on that defense more, bummer. An opportunity for both of them to get a hit there.
Yeah, they both just out of range. Wow, he catches him in the air with a special.
Wow.
Excellent.
Wow, what a special drag, I guess. That was excellent. You do not see that too often. Yeah,
I mean,
yes, exactly.
Tracking on a special is incredibly difficult, so props to Adrian there.
Oh
my God.
Wow, another drag around the world. All right, that's 5-0 to Adrian. Congratulations, Adrian.
Excellent drag from Adrian. Good effort from Cody. I think he's going to take this loss in stride and try his best to improve for the next time. We're not going to see the end of him.
No, he's still in the losers bracket, isn't that right? He's got another opportunity to come back and win in the finals. I wouldn't give up hope on Cody No quite yet. I think he's gonna
can't count him out.
Yeah, exactly. I think we're gonna see some excellent fights here. Would you like to go to Cryptic and Steezy?
Yeah, these guys are still going at it, and man, this looks like it's already shaping up to be quite a fight. Steezy quite low, Cryptic slashing out with the messer here, and Steezy using the mace to try and get some quick hits. And
that's a good matchup. But he's got no weapon. Oh!
The selection here,
yeah.
I think the selection here is kind of. I'm sorry. The selection here is kind of good for Steezy. I saw he had the mace, and then the second he pulled out his other weapon, it was a Morningstar. So against the knight, he's got functionally the same weapon, and that's going to be a real good idea for him to run those against knights.
And he had to submit that before this tournament started, so he knew he was going to be fighting knights this time. He must have a sword loadout and then a blunt loadout.
I've been seeing a lot of Steezy playing, footman, men-at-arms, and I would not be surprised if his second loadout was sword.
Yeah, you're probably right. He probably is sword, mace, grand mace. So I guess that was Cryptic's win. Yeah. Okay.
I believe they won here. Yeah.
All right, so let's head on over to Swag Mountains and Sidamork. Another excellent fight.
Wow, man! Yeah. All these great fights in this. Oh, the 360! He's so great, man. Watching these two fight is like a beautiful, graceful dance. It's just great.
Swag Mountain, excellent defense, great accelerations, and the Sidamork kind of the opposite. I mean, he's got a great defense, but he focuses on those wild drags. So an interesting
focusing
matchup.
on being an offensive specialist.
Acceleration right there. Damn.
Wow, man! Excellent job.
Clearly mixing up his attacks well.
Yeah, Swag is one of the only longsword players that I like. And I say that as a known longsword hater. But man, he's been using that thing since the beta. I've been fighting him for quite a long time, and he is still an excellent fighter.
He's consistent. I guess
that we would go into duel servers and they would be completely full with him at like 20 kills and no deaths.
Yeah, there was a certain point where when I was fighting him, he'd make me take out the longsword just to be able to keep up with those attacks.
Yeah. He's a tough opponent.
But I guess that was Sidamork's win. So excellent work on Sidamork's part here.
Just catching the ends of these duels, but man, I wish we could have caught those fights. I mean, it must have been a great back and forth from those two guys.
I totally
agree.
I'm
not sure who. I think it must have been Sidamork's win there, right?
We're gonna have Sidamork's win. We're gonna have some excellent fights next round. So we've got Ziggy Lotta and not Wildcard Mask. I don't think he's playing.
I believe somebody said that his computer got bricked, or he's having some kind of
what the absolute worst time for it. So I think it's Daedalus. Yeah. So why don't we watch that fight? I'll take Daedalus if you want to take Ziggy Lotta.
All right, yeah, I'll go ahead and take Ziggy here. Ziggy, known for his range play, he's sticking with the greatsword. He's been talking to me a while about wanting to use this weapon and make it work. And it's what people would describe as an A-tier weapon, but I think it's definitely a weapon that can be better in the hands of the right
think
player.
It's one of the strongest weapons. This is why I don't like tiering weapons, because it's really all about whose hands are on that hilt, right?
Exactly.
If you can make it work, you can make it work.
100%. And one of the driving points of this weapon is its incredible range and incredible damage. So it has the highest, as far as I'm aware, stamina damage, because it has the highest base damage of any weapon, right?
Yeah,
and it also has incredible range, and Ziggy Lotta very, very well known for using his range, as he does right there.
Twice in a row.
Just zone his opponent and keep him at bay while getting 2 strikes in. I mean, excellent show.
And then a crouch overhead acceleration. And that's what I'm talking about with the greatsword. It has one of the fastest attacks just because of that crouch overhead acceleration. So if you're willing to take that stamina risk, then you can get out and attack as fast as any other weapon.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so, Daedalus not quite as well known as Ziggy Lotta, of course, but he's also a very skilled spacing user, though unfortunately he's got the shorter range weapon. He's not going to be able to do that. I hope he has a second loadout here if he's going to decide to compete at range.
as much as I like the battle axe, I do not think this is a good matchup. The axe damage is you know, the good thing about axes is that they're kind of good at everything, right? You can use them against any opponent.
If you're fighting a knight or footman, but why?
It's way better.
Right. You don't need to be using this against the vanguard. Take a messer. A messer will do the same amount of damage, right? And so
and it can give you much better range and better stamina
speed.
negation.
Excellent acceleration right off the bat, right there. Getting a solid. Yeah, but see, if he had a longer range weapon, he would have hit.
Exactly. I was about to say, if he would have just had a longer weapon, he would have nailed that range play there.
And he's good at range play. It's one of Daedalus's strengths here. So I hope. Wow! Whoa!
What an
rainbow
drag!
Holy crap! Excellent work on Daedalus's part here. Wow, I didn't see that coming. That was excellent. Yeah, I do hope he considers taking a longer range weapon. If he can make this battle axe work against Iggy greatsword, then hey, more power to him. That's just not that is not the matchup I would take if I was in this position.
Absolutely. It's not like the matchup is impossible, right? You can certainly still make it work. However, your weapon selection in this game is and class selection in this game is extremely important. So kind of willfully ignoring that is providing you a disadvantage for not really a good reason.
Maybe just because of a preference, or perhaps and a special, using spacing to a special. Excellent move by Ziggy Lotta here. Daedalus trying to keep up.
He's well known for using those specials in the greatsword, but
he ran out of stamina. He wasn't countering anything. Wow. Oh, if Daedalus had just followed up. Oh, and he missed the throw. That could have been it. That could have been it. Oh my god. And he lands a kick. Wow!
Unbelievable. The hype is real. I mean, what a fight, man. Back and forth. Some of the best fighters in the game going on right here. Some extremely crazy plays.
Woo, boy. God damn, Daedalus. Wow, excellent moves.
Daedalus coming in with some really, really strong battle axe drags, and I keep saying it over and over again. Daedalus has some of the best drags in the game. I think he's absolutely one of the best draggers in this game.
He's playing in first person now, actually. I don't know if
which is extremely impressive.
So impressive.
I used to play in first person when I played Chivalry 1 and Mordhau and all those things, but it doesn't really make sense in this game. What an overhead.
What? That was a gamble. He stole Ziggy Lotta's initiative there with an accelerated overhead. That was an incredible move by Daedalus.
On a battle axe. He gets...
He attacked into the special, but he lost his weapon. Ziggy's got a chance here. Oh, what a jab kill!
Oh man, that's so tragic for Ziggy. Man, he almost had it. I mean, these matches are ridiculously back and forth.
Seriously,
the jab had him doing a backflip. Like, he literally backflips.
One of the best parts of this game is that, of course, we're all here to compete. We're all sweaty. We're having a great time. But then you jab, and then your body goes flying 5 feet.
Absolutely. Right? One of the best things is getting a kick kill and watching the dude soar across the field.
Seriously, fucking Captain America him across the map, 100%.
Absolutely. I think Ziggy's getting a little bit nervous here.
Maybe choking up against Daedalus' battle axe. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an unorthodox pick, and I think he's feeling that. But I think he needs to stay with his fundamentals and stick to the game plan that he had for himself, I'm sure, which was to use his range of his greatsword. You see him kind of face-hugging right now. Yeah. Allowing himself to be in the range of the battle axe.
And then he falls for a kick. Yeah, you're totally right. I think he must be choking up here, because that range is his advantage. Excellent drag on Ziggy Lotta's part. Daedalus going, of course, for that counter. But Ziggy Lotta, there we go. Finally maintaining some distance.
There. Oh, he disarms him. I think that could be it. Nice.
Yep, and there we go. Excellent
work from Ziggy. Pulling it back. I think he's got to find his footing here. If he finds his footing here and keeps to his game plan, this could be his fight. But you can't count out Daedalus. These guys are excellent fighters.
Honestly. I mean, these fights, you think that no one's going to get hit, and then all of a sudden, the opponent's dead. Just out of nowhere, yeah. I don't know if anyone's been keeping track. Are they tied 2-2?
It's 3-2 as
3-2 Daedalus?
3-2 Daedalus, yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Right. Good luck to both.
Let's see if Ziggy can tie this back up, make this an even fight.
Indeed. We'll see. He's got to just maintain that distance. Daedalus also using spacing.
But he's going to kind of preemptively use a special. Daedalus isn't going to get beated into it.
No, it's clearly. Daedalus is ready for it. But, an excellent dodge.
Crouch.
Yeah, holy shit. I honestly thought Daedalus's goose was cooked right there, but not so.
I absolutely thought he was going to get hit, but he has some good footwork. He's able to dodge, and he's going to go ahead and get punished now there. He attacks from way too far away. Ziggy realizes this and is able to punish him.
Daedalus is used to using longer range weapons. I think that's where this fighting style is coming from, so I don't know why he's sticking with his battle axe, but excellent work so far. Pick up the battle axe. Oh!
There it is, a quick axle. Again, showing the speed of the greatsword. I mean, you can't deny that it is just a really quick weapon when you know how to axle. I mean, And,
Totally.
You know, shown beautifully there.
Totally. Yeah. Don't let anyone ever tell you, anyone in chat, that Greatsword isn't a good weapon. It's absolutely one of the strongest weapons in the game. That stamina negation, the drag capability, and of course, as we just saw, these incredible accelerations you can pull off with that weapon. So we're tied 3-3. Daedalus once again. He's got to really be careful of that range. I've never seen him use battle axe. This is an interesting choice.
I've seen him use it a couple times. However, I don't think this is the selection. You know, we've talked about this already, but I don't think this is the correct selection for the matchup he's got right now.
But he's sticking with it.
He can just tee away from super far away.
And as he's doing now, he's definitely learning here. He's adapting to his opponent's fighting style. But he is wasting a ton of stamina. If Daedalus can just take advantage of that again, he can probably knock Ziggy-Lotta's weapon out of his hand. I'm not seeing a ton of counters.
True.
Excellent drag around Daedalus's parry window. They're both going for these long-ass drags.
Yeah.
I think Daedalus here should be wow. Excellent. So that's 4-3.
The excellent
game
stamina
point.
Negation on that weapon. I mean, the thing is Knight has 80 stamina right off the start. Ziggy's got 100, and he's using a weapon that has a massive amount of stamina damage.
Yeah. So Daedalus really should stop. He's got to stop doing all those crazy drags. He's got to stop fainting every time. Use those reposts of that axe. It can be hard to deal with and very hard to counter, especially with those weapon as slow as the Greatsword.
Absolutely.
If he's going to win,
this is match point here for Ziggy.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Good luck to both fighters.
Absolutely.
There we go. Excellent repost or counter acceleration. Oh, excellent. Same side feint counter to make sure he doesn't fall for that drag. Great work by Daedalus. Yeah, he's watching out.
Keeping his spacing. He's doing the right thing here, sticking to his game plan, using the spacing. I think he's actually out of stamina.
I think Daedalus is out of stamina, yeah.
I think it was Ziggy, actually.
Was it Ziggy? That's a shame then.
So.
Daedalus should have followed up with that. He waited too long. That would have been his opportunity.
He kind of let him just sit there for a second.
Yeah.
Not what I would have done.
Same. I would have just kept following it up. If you can knock that Greatsword out of Ziggy-Lotta's hands,
and then here it is again.
There we go.
Wow.
Excellent victory for Ziggy-Lotta.
Good effort from Daedalus. I mean, he had a really strong showing, but I think, again, we're talking about weapon matchup selection here. Even if Daedalus is an amazing player, he picked the wrong weapon for the fight, and he got punished for it. And that's the nature of the game. The range was enough to allow Ziggy to take advantage of his excellent range play.
And you know, I don't know why he didn't try switching at all. Don't be afraid. I don't think these fighters should be afraid to try switching those loadouts. In your tournament, that is absolutely the only reason I beat Adrian, is because I switched to a Knight with him instead of the Vanguard at the last second, giving me the opportunity to take those extra hits. And then he only needed to make 2 mistakes. I had to make 4, right?
Yeah.
And so
that is just the cornerstone of this game is weapon. We talk about it again and again and again, but it is so important. Weapon selection is one of the most important things.
Totally agree. So, well, it was a great fight. Daedalus really put up a good show.
Excellent.
I hope next time he decides to take something other than the battle axe, because those drags really were impressive.
I mean, those first couple fights that he took, I mean, that was extremely impressive. The thing about the battle axe is it's devastating when it lands a hit. You have to be up close, but man, when those drags land, and it is a weapon you can drag very effectively. So when those drags land, I believe it's 103, 109 damage on a heavy
damage. God damn.
On a heavy overhead on a Knight, which is just insanity. You know what I mean? So,
but again, he's not fighting a Knight. He didn't need that damage. Yeah, it could have just taken a Danax, right? That would have been more effective. In my opinion.
I would have taken a Danax over that.
Longer range. You have 2 you can throw, much faster accelerations, and you can still drag like that. Maybe not quite as far, but still pretty far.
All right. So who are we going to be following next? Now that we've gotten those fights out of the way, I believe that's everybody.
I think we're now going to be switching to losers round. Right? Yep, and then we're going to be going to first to 7 in winners. I think at this point, or is it? Yeah, I think it's probably going to be first to 7 now.
Yeah,
we'll confirm with Garden Boat. So we're going to see slightly more extended fights here. So we've got some excellent fights in the winners bracket. You versus Quasi. Good luck, BeardBandit. That's gonna be tough.
Man, Quasi is a great friend of mine. I love playing with him. We play a lot on stream together, just because he's a great guy, a really good dude. But I think me and him are probably the best match players in the game. Like, me and him go back and forth consistently. One day I'll be kicking his ass, and the next day I can't even land a hit on Quasi. And then today, practicing, and yesterday, me and him have been going back and forth, winning one, losing one, winning one. So I think it's going to be very close, and I'm excited to see how Quasi does.
I'm excited to see how you do as well, BeardBandit. That's going to be a really excellent match. After that, we've got Adrian versus Ick. That'll be really interesting. Ick's playstyle is specifically a good counter against Adrian, I believe. At least
the longsword style he uses.
The longsword with a lot of people call them gambles, right? The very quick initiative steals, and Ick is really good at that. One of his favorite moves to do, I fought him I did a first attempt with him the other day, and one of his favorite moves is a heavy horizontal, and then when you either counter or even just block, he will immediately follow it up with a accelerated horizontal on the other side. And if you do anything, literally anything other than repost as fast as you can, that attack will land. So I don't know if Adrian's figured out how to fight those gamble heavy fighting styles quite yet. So we will see. We will see. I think that could be anyone's fight.
I think it could be. However, I will disagree. I think that Adrian is somebody who is able to deal with players like that. I think he knows. He's played this game since release, and he's quite definitely a veteran of the scene. So I think he's definitely going to give Ick a run for his money. I think honestly, it's probably going to go to Adrian if I had to pick somebody. But
well,
Ick
you were right last time.
Today.
Ick has been doing well, but you were right last time. And also, of course, Ick has the ping disadvantage. So
he does have a little bit of a ping disadvantage. It's a little bit unfortunate. However, Ick is still an excellent fighter today. He's taken multiple rounds off of me. I mean, you can't really count him out. He's got some really, really great longsword and a messer play, so I'm excited to see the fight for sure.
Absolutely. Cryptic and Cinemork should be an interesting fight. Cinemork has improved a lot since that first BeardBandit tournament a few weeks ago.
What a tournament that was. You and him fighting was excellent. I mean,
I don't think he'll go 5-0 against anyone any longer.
No, he's learned from that round very, very well.
I mean, so.
He went second place in both of those tourneys that I held every time, besides the third one we held. So he's ready to go. I think he's made a lot of adjustments. Who do we have here on the field? I see.
It looks like Mardek and Gerber. So this is the first of the losers bracket. So we've got Mardek and Gerber. Let's take a look. I'll start with Gerber if you want to do Mardek.
Yeah, sure, absolutely.
Oh, and everyone here is just going to post the link to the bracket again. All right, here we go. The fight should be beginning soon. So interesting. We don't quite have a matchup. This is an interesting matchup. Okay, there we go. He took the two-handed hammer.
Yeah.
Now I'd say they're about even. Maybe Gerber has that advantage because of the stamina boost. If he was sticking with the messer.
Vanguard is going to be a tough fight. And
is that what he's taking?
Known for that stoicism that he has in his gameplay. I mean, that's really the only way I can describe it. Is that he is like
a stoic play style. That's great.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
that. I love that. I'm gonna say that a lot more often. That is a great term for it. Wow, an excellent stab right off the bat. Gerber trying to get in a jab.
Brilliance in the basics being shown by Mardek right there.
Exactly. If you were just better at the basics and your opponent is doing all of the fanciest stuff possible, those basics are gonna win out. That's exactly how I beat Cinemork in your tournament. 5-0, just by doing those basic reposts, just by countering, even though Cinemork was absolutely putting on more of a display of skill.
Put on a show, using a lot of really, really fancy drags, but sometimes it's just a straight up stab is what you need to beat that kind of player.
That's all you need. Okay, excellent. Wow. Excellent follow-up right there. I thought that was going to land.
What a fight! What a fight!
A dodge and then a follow-up acceleration. Beautiful combo by Gerber Day. Holy crap.
What a fight, man. I mean, that was back and forth, real quick. Gerber taking the win with a quick axle to dispatch Mardek there at the very end of that fight.
But if Mardek was taking too many risks there, I think he was trying to get in those faster longsword attacks. But you got to remember that two-handed hammer has those accelerations. It is fast. Got to be careful.
Never realized that.
Well, it doesn't look fast.
It doesn't look like it would be. And you compare it to weapons like heavy mace, like the medieval baseball bat. That's what I like to call that weapon. But
right. Medieval baseball bat. Absolutely.
It really is.
I love that. Absolutely.
It feels so much quicker than a lot of blunt weapons. The two-handed hammer does. And I don't know if that's just like preference, but man, it does.
So that's 2 repost hits by Mardek. That is what I'm talking about. Just those basic reposts will land if your opponent's trying to steal your initiative. Sometimes that's all you have to do. Really, you have to have those basics solid before you start doing all of these fancy moves.
Absolutely.
Here we go again. Wow. And Gerber going for the dodge. Great work on Mardek. That's 1-1, isn't it? 1-1.
1-1, I believe. Yes, you are correct. Marduk using that Argon's longsword. I don't believe it's the perfected one, but it is the pretty nice looking one.
Yeah, he must not have bought the perfect one. I bought that with crowns. I don't know about you or anyone in chat, but I was not going to grind.
Too proud. Yeah,
I was not going to grind to 200. Proud. Would you really? Do you feel more shame in grinding longsword to 200 or using some crowns?
That would be even worse.
Yeah, that would be even worse. Don't you think?
Well said, Mati.
But I got to have that drip. Of course, that drip.
I mean, that is half the battle. Looking good is half the battle, and I will say that in every game that I play, man. Doesn't matter if it's Chivalry, Tarkov, it does not matter. If your dude got that look, man, that's half the battle won already.
Absolutely, absolutely. All right, here we go. Yep, once again. So Gerber going for some... So Gerber's switching to Messer here. I think that's actually a mistake. Maybe he's better with the Messer, and that could be the case. But if we're talking about pure matchup, well, hey, there we go. Oh, yeah. Going for the drag. Marduk stealing his initiative and landing a kick. Oh,
wow. So back and forth, man. Wow. I mean, this is insane. These guys are really well matched. I'm actually very excited for this fight.
Yeah, me too. So that's 2-1 Gerber Day.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so this is a great example of, talking about what weapon is better than another. If we're just talking about pure stats, two-handed hammer is the way to go in this fight. But hey, clearly Gerber Day's got more experience, perhaps. He's got more skill with that Messer, and he was able to take that victory, or at least that one fight.
That's another thing too, right? Is that, yes, weapon matchups are extremely important. We've been talking about that for a long time. Having a weapon matchup can make or break a fight, but at the same time, the individual skill of somebody who knows a weapon really well can make it work against every scenario. Sometimes that's the better option. It just depends on what you're comfortable with.
100%. Oh, and an excellent heavy drag. See, he should have accelerated there. If he tries mixing those drags up with accelerations, that's what's going to catch Marduk off guard here. If he's just going to keep doing those drags, Marduk's going to be able to counter really easily with that longsword.
Marduk not very well known for using drags in his arsenal. He's more of a straight up, axle, block and riposte, counter and riposte kind of thing.
And two right away. Well. Look at that. Yeah. Absolutely beautiful. Beautiful.
Even not having that option in your arsenal, it still allows you to be a good fighter as long as you have those basics and you know when to use those attacks when you need to. And he's doing an excellent job of showing that.
One of the best parts of Chivalry 2 is that there are so many different ways to play, so many fighting styles you can adapt and make your own and still win.
Wow.
Excellent. And again, just a repost. That was just a repost. There was nothing fancy. There was no drag. I don't know if it was even an acceleration. It didn't have to be. It's a longsword repost. And that's what got the victory there. Yeah. Just keep going. We've been talking about this a lot. Keep going back to those basics. Master those basics, and you can fight at the top level.
Yeah, absolutely. So I believe this is 3 Marduk.
3 Marduk, 2. I lost count. I lost count. Chat,
that's
let us know.
Cody, you let me know. I'm gonna make you do it.
Yeah. Refs, come on.
Come on, ref.
All right, excellent. It's interesting why he's going for these crouch stabs. I think what Marduk's trying.
Now both
Gerber took longsword knight. That's a smart decision. It's a good matchup, not a bad matchup at all. It's a mirror match, so...
Mirror matches is about as equal as it can get. And honestly, I really, really enjoy mirror matches in this game because it is a pure expression of skill. Nobody 100%. Has an advantage. Nobody has any disadvantage. You're both using the same weapon, the same class.
No one can complain.
Exactly. There's no complaint. It can't be, the weapon matchup was bad because guess what? You're using the same thing. So
yeah, absolutely. And one of the best parts about the longsword knight fight is that both opponents can regain their health enough where it takes 2 light attacks to win. So if you aren't quick, like what we saw Marduk do there, a jab to prevent the health regeneration. Excellent punish. So yeah, Marduk jabbed his opponent to prevent the health regeneration so he wouldn't be able to get that health back. That is what you need to do in these matchups.
Absolutely.
Oh, Cody knows it's 2-2, so that's 3-2 now, Cody?
3-2 now. Marduk's favor 3-2.
Gotcha, 3-2. You got it.
So these, this is. I'm really impressed with Marduk in this matchup. I'm seeing a lot of very, very well timed and what I'm looking for is like intentional strikes.
Every attack of his is intentional. He's never panic attacking, right? He's not just throwing out an attack hoping it will land. He's waiting for that counter. He's waiting for that repost. He's punishing those whiffs. And he's even using crouching here a little bit, at least at the beginning of every encounter, which I'm not quite sure why he's wasting his stamina there. Maybe hoping to crouch dodge Gerber Day's initial stab, but that's a risk that I would keep the stamina going.
Yeah, absolutely.
Both countering really well here.
I mean, wow, this is a great back and forth fight here. Nobody's really found an opening yet.
Yeah, no one has the greater advantage. I think Gerber's at full health. Marduk's at full health.
Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Gerber,
Excellent feint. Keeping up those reads, those defensive feints, that is going to take stamina. And, fighting for hours like this, there we go.
I think Gerber's starting to found. I think he's finding his rhythm here. And that's an excellent showing from Gerber. I think he started to apply a lot of the essentials and basics that Marduk has been applying this whole round.
Totally.
I think he's doing an excellent job.
And then he mixed it up with a drag there. That's how you do it. You start the fight with the basics.
That can separate the two fighters, right? Is that not only can he, when he needs to, do the basic attacks, but he can also throw in the drags, and that's going to make him a little bit more versatile than Marduk.
Yeah, 100%. So either Marduk's defense has to be stronger, and we know he's been practicing with it, but right there he lost a little bit of his steam, or he's going to start having to use these mix-up attacks. He's going to start having to drag. He's going to have to start feinting more. So we'll see.
Absolutely.
But that an attempted drag didn't quite connect, unfortunately. Was an interesting move.
Drag.
Yeah, almost. Could have been.
Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Coulda, shoulda,
Somebody's
woulda.
low on stamina already. I believe it's Marduk, but I think they're both regenerating.
Yeah, they must both be decently low. Neither one high enough, at least to have the confidence to follow it up.
A lot of block and riposte here. I think Marduk is going to be in a bad spot stamina-wise if Gerber keeps the pressure up and does
it looks like it. I guess Gerber just let his defense down for a moment. That wasn't even anything fancy.
Yeah.
You got to be... and an excellent crouch dodge, but wasn't able to punish Marduk on it, so he just wasted a little bit of stamina there, unfortunately. Oh, great work. Great work. Okay, excellent drag. Not even a heavy attack from Marduk. All right, so they're
feeling each other out
exactly,
now.
Yeah, they're doing like skirmishes before they enter into the true fight here. So Marduk's still going for this crouch. I think with the crouch you can sometimes get around your opponent's parry window, but if they know it's coming, you're just wasting your stamina in the current meta.
True. Yeah, and that was changed recently with the addition of Galencourt. Crouching now costs stamina. So
unfortunately,
you have to be judicious. Yeah,
you do have to be judicious.
Not the most favored change of the player.
Probably the most unpopular balance change. Okay, excellent feints. Marduk falling for the same feint over and over again. Gotta watch out for those longsword stabs. 50. And a drag
on the longsword.
Drag. That's what we're talking about. With those occasional mix-ups from Gerber Day, Marduk's not going to be able to keep up unless he starts doing the same.
Yeah, I think he's going to be on his toes here. I'm pretty sure Gerber's got him on the back foot.
Yes, he does. Marduk absolutely has to have lower stamina here.
Marduk is back up on health, though. He's regenerated, and now he's got the upper hand again after getting that strike off.
And he got a jab. Excellent.
Gerber's got to be low, right? I mean, is he jab or kick away?
Yeah. Sorry, I accidentally clicked off him. Yep. Well, he's not quite a kick away, as you saw. But
excellent. I think this is this 3-4, 4-4? What's the score now, Cody?
This must... Yeah, what is the score, Cody? Update us if you would.
Victory comes as no surprise.
Yeah. Trial by beard. The competition is whoever has the biggest beard. That is how you win. How
nobody want to fuck with me.
Yeah, how long you been growing that monster, Beard Bandit? How long?
Dude, I've trimmed it a couple times, but I haven't been clean shaven since I left the Marine Corps. The second I left the Marine Corps, I was like, fuck that. I am never shaving again. A razor will never touch my skin ever again. It's Marduk 4, Gerber 3, is what he's telling me.
So Gerber doing a last-minute switch here. Oh, and an excellent drag right away.
Wow.
Acceleration from Marduk. Catches him off.
Class swap again. I hope that two-handed hammer is going to, be able to
make
shake
the
things
difference.
Up here.
Yeah. I'd say these are still equal. They both need the same amount of hits to kill.
Right.
And so if Gerber Day really focuses on those accelerations, he can pull it out.
He has that stamina advantage as well, being the Vanguard. I think if he really puts pressure on Marduk and gives him some low stamina, he could certainly disarm him and get a free hit.
I want to see less feints from Gerber. I want to see more riposts. I want to see more of that stamina breaking action that he can do with this class.
He needs the Axel, but Marduk can with a quick stab.
We'll see. Marduk's got to be pretty low, right? Where's he at?
Wow!
There we go. Just a drag, yeah. Just a drag.
Wow.
So that's what, 4-4? Here we go.
4-4. This is match point. Another extremely close match. I mean, what an excellent show from all the fighters today.
Absolutely incredible. Everyone has just been on their best all around.
What are you munching on, Monty?
Sorry.
No, you're good, dude.
Forgive me,
I'm
Rob.
just messing with you.
This is a long stream, okay?
Yeah,
I'm doing
dude.
my best.
Get it in, man. No, I just want a piece. I just want you to share. I'm not gonna judge you.
Some freshly sliced cheese from the deli.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought.
All right, here we go.
All right, here we are.
Match point, baby.
All right, match point. This is it. Okay, excellent drag from Gerber Day, but Marduk is tightening up his defense once again. If Marduk just keeps that defense up, he can get past Gerber, but if Gerber's doing all of these risky moves, Marduk's going to be able to counter them.
Yeah.
Unless Gerber, he's got to mix in more accelerations here. That's what I'm saying. These drags are incredible, and they have been working.
But he needs to mix them in with the axles to make the drag more applicable. Because if you're only dragging, the opponent is going to expect it, and he's just going to counter you.
There we go.
Like he did there and get a free hit because he rode out the counter.
Exactly. He just waited the last second, accelerated that counter, and landed to hit against Gerber Day. Gerber's got to be careful here.
There's not really much you can do against that, especially with the longsword. I mean, there's literally so little time for you to be able to parry after that.
It's got to be almost instant, and it can be very hard to react. He's only a jab away. If Marduk just jabs here, Gerber is down.
Let's see if he can get. Wow! An excellent drag. This is close.
It's anyone's game here, and Gerber's trying to get his health back. Marduk's maybe not realizing how low his opponent's health is here. This could be his win.
I believe Marduk has low stam. It sounds like he's huffing and puffing. I could be wrong.
No, it does sound like that indeed. And Gerber's health is back, so Marduk's
now
going to
it's
have
an even
to
fight again. Wow!
Gerber takes the win. Another drag around the world. Excellent fight.
I mean, amazing fight from both players there. Such a close match down to the last
5-4
round.
5-4. That's how we do it. That's what we're here to see.
Excellent showing from both players there. Well done. Good job on that win there. But man, I mean, such a close fight. Such a close fight.
Truly incredible. So that was the first round. I guess we watched the most exciting loser fight, so that was excellent. So next up, we've got Eruption Rayon, Cody Love Cannon, Cloud Weaponized Funk, Soder Dave, and Jip Jap. Do you have a preference, Beard Bandit, who you'd like to watch for this next fight?
So, sorry, say again, one more time?
So we're just going to take a look at the bracket again.
Where are we starting from? It was going to be AQ?
Was it? I don't know. Let's see who's...
We just watched Marduk and Gerber at AP.
We did.
I think the next one is AQ, which would be Wildcard, Mask, Truth. Then Kian's Better, Eagletron, Steezy, Prince, Rico.
Do you know how many fights were going on at the same time there? Was it just 2?
I don't know, honestly.
Yeah, we were paying too close attention to that excellent fight. I mean, it was so entertaining. Couldn't keep my eyes off of it.
I believe Truth and Wildcard, or whoever replaced him, were fighting over the other side of the arena.
So it was only 2 at the time. Okay, so we're going to get Keons and Eagletron and Steezy Rico. Let's watch Steezy
I'd like to see
Rico.
Steezy and Rico.
Yeah,
Those are both one-handed sword players or footman players. I think that'll be an interesting dodge fight there.
100%. They both have similar fighting styles.
Eruption and Rayon are fighting right now. I don't know that Steezy and Rico are on the field yet.
So their fight must be going. Yeah, I'll take Eruption if you want to do Rayon.
Yes, absolutely.
Rayon taking them all.
Look
at this.
Interesting place. I mean, you really like to see them all. It's really not a great weapon, but man, is it fun.
It's not common, and I respect Rayon for always trying to do something unique and interesting. And
it's a quick XL. I mean,
but look how little damage that did.
I know, it's like a pool noodle.
Absolutely. Holy shit!
Man!
An accelerated heavy. I think that was a crouch dodge into an accelerated heavy. Incredible showing. Holy shit.
Absolutely. I mean, wow. The hero's champion. I love watching Rayon fight with his greatsword. He's got some very, very Shiv medieval warfare style drags and play style. So it's definitely interesting to see him fight.
Oh, Eruption with a class switch. So
he's swapping to one-handed sword here.
Maul still does more damage to Footman because Footman does have some armor, so it's not completely
more damage from Blunt. The Footmen have like essentially less
they have less health, so effectively more damage. Yeah, that makes sense. But with that sword, it's much faster. But with the repost, if Eruption's going to keep trying to steal initiative, and Rayon plays smartly here with those reposts, there we go.
Wow!
He's only a jab away with a Maul.
One-handed sword,
against
dude.
Yeah.
Wow! Oh my God! Holy shit!
Holy crap! Rayon coming out with the maul, man.
Oh my god! Pop off, King. I mean, unbelievable.
Pop off, King, indeed. I know, we're supposed to be impartial, but if Rayon wins this tournament with the maul, well fucking deserved.
Well deserved. Against a one-handed sword player, I cannot think of a worse matchup.
Eruption is no pushover. This one-handed sword is hard to beat, and you're right.
Yeah.
Absolutely the worst matchup possible here.
You could not have picked a worse matchup. But look at that around the back drag. If there's a Chivalry one, he would have got a reverse overhead there.
100%. 100%. He's fighting very well. We'll see how we keep it. Another drag, and that's
heavy.
More than half of the health from Eruption is gone, so Rayon can really do this. Can really just pull this out.
Yeah, if he can pull this through, I'm going to be amazed. I mean,
Me too, dude.
It's just one of the worst matchups you could think of. A good stab punish off of...
so easy to punish them all with that sword if he just plays his range carefully. And
good jab block there.
Having that dodge advantage with that footman.
Oh my god!
Wow!
Oh my god!
Another drag around the world. Rayon, truly one of the more unique playstyles. Really a spinny, a ballerina, a rare ballerina in Chivalry 2. Something you don't see too often. Watcha indeed, yo. Watcha.
Dude, the 360 slash on the... I mean, I am so impressed. I am so entertained watching Rayon here.
Oh, yeah.
I want Eruption to put up a good fight, and I'm not cheering him on, but I'm just so impressed with the play from Rayon here.
Surely Eruption would agree that Rayon taking the maul is impressive here.
Absolutely. Never in a million years would I have thought this match would come that way.
Yeah, Eruption, after not connecting that kick, really has to be careful there. Wow, Rayon with a combo.
He's doing really good with the axles.
I'm blown away. I'm honestly blown away.
If he would have done that.
Dude, he tried to pull off the BeardBandit, but, his beard must not be long enough, honestly.
Not long enough, man. Hey, you know what? Props to him, though. And Eruption comes in with a quick punish on the knife, which is just not going to be enough. But
he a little too cocky there from Rayon, but what if he had landed that? Wow. Yeah.
I would have got up from my chair.
Oh, yeah, dude. Woken up the entire block. Wow.
Unbelievable. I mean, such a good performance.
Well, I am super impressed with Rayon. Yeah,
I need to see a mallet play from Rayon here.
Oh yeah, pull out the mallet instead. Absolutely. When Rayon first started, he was having a really hard time just figuring out the basics. Coming in from CMW with all of these great spins, didn't know what to do. He was getting discouraged, and I had to talk with him. I said, dude, just don't ever change with these spins. These spins are a great mix-up if you stick with it. If you just figure out the basics and then throw these spins in, you're going to be an incredible fighter. And look at this. Look at what he's pulling off.
Wow! Oh my god! I mean, an instant axle, and
into the head
goes the weasel. Like, that's it.
Goes the weasel. Absolutely.
Oh my god!
God damn!
Is this 3-1 Rayon now?
Yeah, Cody. Now, what's the score here?
I don't know. I think Jip Jap is the rough. It's Jubb is the ref for the match. I'm not sure what the score is. I believe it's 3-1.
Okay.
I mean, unbelievable plays from Rayon here. I'm so impressed.
He beat the opening attack with a maul acceleration. That is impressive. That must have been
drag.
A maximum acceleration from Rayon.
Oh my god! I mean, the mix-ups are the mix-ups are incredible. The fact that he's able to do such long drags and then mix it up with an impressively quick axle on the maul. I mean, I am blown away.
Truly, it must be at max speed with that maul. It must be at max speed. That is amazing. And I guess he just won his fight. Oh, so Steezy and Rico are fighting now. So let's hop on over.
All
to
right,
them.
let's go ahead and over there.
I'll take Rico.
All right.
I'll take Steezy. Rico already at a disadvantage here, as we can see. Oh, there we go.
A quick little pop on the head with the mace there. He says, no, not today.
So this matchup, while close with the blunt from Steezy, he's going to be doing more damage to Rico here.
Another thing people don't really take into account with the weapons in duels is that they are extremely at an advantage because of the hit stop. Because getting hit stop allows you to combo faster.
That's true, because your recovery is actually a little bit faster than if you're comboing instead. And if you accelerate from neutral, you can actually not combo faster. You see what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's smart. But of course, also the extra damage that it does.
And that's the main thing.
Yes, that's very important.
Good. I mean, these guys are footworking all over the place.
They both have excellent footwork. Both do jabs with those shields.
Oh,
here we go. Lost the stamina.
He kind of lets him just like get after that hit there.
That could.
Wow.
Was that a drag around his parry window?
I
Very
think
interesting.
so. I think that hit his ankles. Like that was some Achilles heel stuff there.
Great work by Steezy here. Excellent fights.
Excellent. I think it's Steezy 4, Rico 0, as what Cody just told me. So
I
this
see.
is going to be a pretty dominant effort from Steezy.
I see. I guess he's just the better one-handed player. Though Steezy's now switched up the to an axe here, so we'll see. Maybe with that extra damage.
Oh no, so Rico's has the axe.
I'm sorry, Rico. My apologies.
No,
Yes. Yeah. So maybe this will be enough damage, enough of a weapon change here to. No. Wow. He's trying
really
to steal those initiative, and it just, Steezy's playing a little bit more carefully here.
Yeah, he's knowing where to throw those strikes in and to interrupt, but
here we
Steezy's
go.
quite low. That could be it.
But it was too far away. Too far
And he's
away
able
to
to
follow
just
up.
barely get away, and he doesn't punish off of the. What?
He missed the overhead. He barely.
And then still hits. Wow.
Wow. Wild. Just wild. Well, I'm glad we got the tail end of that at least. Excellent showing from Steezy.
Man, I love a good footman man-at-arms fight versus man-at-arms.
Me too.
As much as the thing is, I love playing man-at-arms, but I feel so dirty playing man-at-arms.
Hey, whatever. It's on the developers to balance the game around what is imbalanced, and they clearly don't seem to mind too much the one-hander. So
It's
is
not
what
that
it is.
bad. I mean, they're a tough opponent, and the one-handed players, especially man-at-arms, but it is not impossible to beat them.
It is not impossible,
especially
as we saw from Quasi even earlier against using the fucking messer against the one-hander.
I mean, we just saw a Maul versus a
We saw a Maul win against a sword.
So obviously that is not, it is still possible. If you have the skill, if you have the wherewithal, if you have the will to win, you can.
100%. Absolutely.
All right, so what are we looking at now for
We
the
got
rest of our
Varu.
fights?
So we got Varu against Soder Dave here. I'm taking a look at Varu's perspective.
Where are they? They're by
Mason side.
I'll go ahead and take Varu, who just killed himself.
I guess he's switching.
I wonder what he's swapping to. I wouldn't be
Can we get a
surprised
score
if we see a
update
fast
on
weapon.
Soder Dave and Varu Aban? Anybody?
Yeah, have they already started?
I believe they've already started. We've just got one victory from Varu at least. I just saw.
Okay, he ends up taking the two-handed hammer. He's got the Nadziak, I believe it's a Polish warhammer.
Oh, nice. Looking great. Looking awesome.
It's a great skin. You don't really see that two-handed hammer skin. People usually use the fisted hammer.
That's a pretty funny skin, though. I mean, I don't blame them.
Yeah,
Gold-plated.
I like it. I think it's fun, but I think this is definitely a more realistic, cool-looking hammer. It's got that weird, rounded bell, very
interesting.
hammer there.
Yeah, and I love that little hook on the back. I wish some of your attacks used that. That would be interesting.
Maybe the special, that'd be cool.
That could be pretty neat. That could be like flip it around and then come down. Yeah, that could be cool.
That's what you do for the poleaxe, so I can't imagine you couldn't do it for this one.
Oh, and a special attack. That was a special
there?
attack from Soder Dave. Looks almost just like a stab, very hard to read, and comes out lightning fast.
Yeah,
lightning
I couldn't
fast.
even see what he did.
Yeah, and while the two-handed hammer is fast, he's going to have a hard time reacting to those quick attacks. It's going to be tough.
I've got nothing to say.
So what is that? Did anyone get an update? Is it 1-1, Varu Van, Soder Dave?
I am unsure. Who is the referee for this match? It's Weaponized Funk?
Weaponized Funk. Wonder how.
Not much of a talker.
I'm not sure.
Well, so far, I know for sure 1-1, at least from what I've seen.
Yes.
So here we go.
We'll keep it at that. We'll just see what these guys are going to
Varu
do.
Van
Nice
panic attacking
heavy
here a
stab.
little bit.
Oh, but Varu able to punish Soder Dave off of that special he missed, and another quick
acceleration.
axle.
Great.
Wow! Unbelievable!
Those are the best.
What
Those are the best.
A good ranged headshot there. I mean, he pops and then drops like a sack of potatoes.
Dropped. Absolutely.
Unbelievable. Well done.
Wow. If he uses that range to his advantage. In the beginning there, he was just attacking. Soder Dave was not taking the bait, but clearly it worked out for him near the end there. Yeah, no change in loadout here. Both confident in their ability. Yeah.
I think Dave is confident in his playstyle. He just needs to work in his attacks more, as he did
go.
right there.
Oh, and a special
my
follow-up.
lord! What an aggressive
That's more than
start.
half. Two attacks, more than half of Varu's health is already gone. So that knight isn't that big of an advantage here. All right, another attack. Varu Van is
whiffs.
2 jabs out of the way. 2 jabs and he's gone here. Great
Excellent
acceleration
axle there.
onto Soder Dave. We're going to try and get a drag. Oh, got to be careful of those drags. You got to use those as mix-ups, not as your basic attack.
You don't want to ever start off with a drag, especially against a one-handed sword player, somebody like Dave who knows how to exploit that.
He's ready for it, and clearly Varu just wasn't able to pull up that parry fast enough, unfortunately. All right, here we go. Coming back in, sticking with the two-handed hammer. There we go.
I'd like to see some more emotes here. You gotta love the fun-loving emotes from the competitors here.
Perhaps they're all a bit too focused, I suppose, tonight. Yeah,
that's fair. Money on the line, can't blame them.
Yeah, $400 on the line tonight, everyone. $400, just absolutely insane.
How's it going, GB?
Hello, hello. I'm
hey,
here
Garden
just
Boat.
to clarify that we went a little out of order with the Varu Saturday fight because Saturday's schedule doesn't, people will be allowed to be here till as late as we're going. So
sounds good, but if he wins, he'll have to be here a bit longer, unless he wants to forfeit, I suppose.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see how that turns out. Hopefully, he can stay as long as he can.
Yeah.
Exactly.
All right. Well,
I just wanted to let you know about that small confusion, and then we have Love Can and Cody now fighting, and then our last one in this round will be Weaponized Funk versus Cloudy.
Okay.
Excellent.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Good to hear. Thanks, GB.
Thank you, GB. Oh, hey, GB, if you're still here, would you mind if you could have the refs type the score into the chat for us? That would be super helpful.
Absolutely.
If that'd be awesome. Thank you so much.
Yeah, if they get the chance. It's just sometimes we're gonna miss the matches and not know.
Yeah, we're just chatting. It's hard to keep up.
Understand. All
right,
cool.
Thank you, brother.
Thank you, my man. All right, here we go. So another victory for Soder Dave. I don't know the score, but, well, I guess Soder Dave's got to go, so he's trying to end this as quickly as possible.
Yeah, he's really trying to wrap this fight up, but he's going to get hit with a quick axle, and Varu says, no, not yet.
Oh, and the special.
Wow,
I
mean, these specials are devastating.
So fast. It was faster. They attacked at the same time, and the special landed first, and now Varu's weak. He's panic attacking here. He's not being intentional with his moves. Soder Dave playing defensively, though. I guess he just tried to steal the initiative. Varu was ready for it. One jab is all it needs.
Harassed by jabs. If he kicks right now, he wins, but he gets a good overhead. That's a good mix-up from Dave. I think Varu was prepared for another jab.
Totally.
But I think, honestly, if Dave would have kicked right there, even though he did take that round, if he would have kicked right there, that would have been it.
Kick would have been the optimal move. Even if he gets hit, it's going to trade damage. That kick's just gonna kill him. And send him flying, too. Send him flying as well.
Absolutely. Dave just won his match. It looks like Weaponized Funk said that was the 5th round for Dave. So that is him.
Great
I believe
work,
we can
Dave.
move on to who else is fighting here? Love Cannon
and Cody.
Cody. Okay,
yeah,
so Cody's got his next chance here. I wonder what Cody's at. He's actually at 1 round, and Love Cannon has 2. So still early in this fight.
Cody deciding to take a one-hander to match Love Cannon's sword. I don't know if that's the smarter move. If Cody's better with the longsword, I would stick with the longsword. Well, here we go. Jab away. If he just remembers that.
Wow.
Well, that's all you need.
Excellent overhead, though. Right around the parry.
Literally just around the parry there. Yeah,
excellent.
So interesting sticking with the sword. To each their own. He's clearly competent with it, but that longsword is a pretty strong counter.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I think honestly he would definitely have a better chance to be stuck to his weapons that are good, especially the longsword being such a great weapon.
It's so fast. Yeah,
quick. It's more than capable of standing up to the sword and being a strong option.
So he's even though he has a bit more health here, he is putting himself at a little bit of a disadvantage. His opponent has a shield. He's got the footman extra dodge as well as speed using that one-hander. So yeah, here we go.
Shield as well to do some massive jab
look
damage.
at that. Already messed up. Cody knows rhythm. He's gonna try his best to keep up.
I really wonder if correct me if I'm wrong, but are we not allowed to pick up light shields besides?
I'm not sure. I don't know if that was ever formalized. I think. Oh no, you know what? Yes, you were not allowed to pick up anything that you didn't bring into the match with you.
That makes sense. Because I was gonna say, if I was playing one-handed sword, I would just be picking up light shields off of this map every time.
Yeah,
getting 20 damage jabs. I mean, that is oppressive. When I was playing the first, couple weeks of release, I didn't really. I hadn't really figured out that the sword was super OP. And I got the light shield, and I was like, man, this is a really good loadout. I wonder why I haven't died yet.
It's my personal skill has grown.
I'm so good now. I killed Gakking. I was like, what? That was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah, and then that's when Gakking pulls out his own one-handed sword light shield.
Oh, shit.
All right, so here we go. Cody sticking to his gun, sticking with the sword. Going to be beating Love Cannon here at his own game.
Yeah, let's see if that health
great
advantage
heavy.
is going to give him the advantage he needs.
So far, it hasn't. Love Cannon keeping up a solid defense and mixing up with these heavy attacks, enough to land a few attacks.
Good response from Cody, though. And he tosses the shield. He no longer has that stamina negation ability.
That's true. Now I would say Cody's at a bit of an advantage if he can just regain his health. All he has to do is play defensively, regain that health. Oh, but no, follow it up. Yes. Wow.
Excellent job.
Woo.
Wow.
Excellent work.
Cody coming back, the people's hero.
Taking a risk, playing aggressively worked out there. You know, he could have stayed back, regained his health, but clearly going for that stamina negation and the disarm. That was the right move.
So some random guy in the middle is like, what's going on here?
Yeah. Ooh, this is kind of neat. This seems fun.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, what's happening?
Can't blame him.
All right, here we go.
Here's this next fight. Cody up around now. Gets a good overhead off.
With those heavy attacks, you gotta watch out for him. Cody's just not ready for those mix-ups.
Quite strong. The stab on that sword can be devastating, especially when made heavy.
Seriously.
But
He's lost his shield. Okay.
Oh, a quick hit. He's actually able to punish off of that.
But he whiffed.
Wow, and he has no health left. Love Cannon does. That's going to be 3-3 now, I believe.
Is that 3-3?
Man,
just a jab would have taken him out. That is a bummer.
I know.
Bummer
that
for Cody.
Is extremely close. He's going to go ahead and reset, kill himself to get his shield back. Smart move.
It is just so fast. It's easy to whiff with these swords. They're so short range, so quick. You know, you make one wrong movement with your mouse, and you just open yourself up to hit.
I have been so impressed by the closeness of all these matches. I mean, every fight we've spectated today has been neck and neck, tooth and nail.
Okay, so this is game point. Love Cannon favored.
Oh. Yeah. All right, here we go. So Love Cannon is actually up. Here we go.
Here we are.
How are you?
Yeah,
see
so
if Cody can bring this back.
He's got to focus on taking that shield out. Once that shield is gone, then Cody's going to be able to compete better. Excellent start. Both fighters here. But look at that jab damage. That is just so much. Really got to watch out. Wow, great work on Cody.
5 points stacks up, man. You get 2 shield jabs from a medium shield. That's 30 damage.
30 damage. Okay, here we go.
Oh, but look at it's quite low.
Oh, and there goes the shield. There goes the shield. Here we are.
He's jabber kick away. If Cody capitalizes on this, it could be it, but he gets a
didn't even need to. Just a regular feint. Well, that's how difficult these sword fights can be. I mean, just to have that reaction time. Regular feints, they can absolutely work. Don't even have to do anything fancy.
So close again. Another point match here. I think this is our 3rd or 4th match in a row, or not in a row, but at least tonight that has been neck and neck once again. I mean, wow.
Yeah, holy shit. I mean, and we're not even at the finals yet, everybody. Lots more exciting fights to go, so make sure you stick around.
This is losers round 1.
I know,
guys.
losers round fucking 1. Yeah.
I mean, this just goes to show you the caliber of players that are in this tournament. I mean, some of them are so good.
For weeks now, every one of these fighters has been putting in the time. They've been in the duel yards. They've been accepting their losses. They've been learning from each fight, and they're really playing at their best tonight. We're seeing really excellent fights here.
Oh boy, Cody quite low.
Just a jab away, or jab or two. But he was ready for it. He was ready for that jab. Got to repost off. The shield is low. If he can break that shield, yep. If he can break that shield, he could have an opportunity to take it back here.
Oh.
Excellent hit.
If he breaks that shield now, he's going to get a free hit.
Cody No regained his health. Cody No is no longer a jab away. Oh, they both whiffed. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay, Cody No has no health. One jab from that shield, Cody's dead.
This is intense.
Close one. Oh, and the jab. And the jab.
Oh my god. What a match. Oh, what a tragic end for Cody, but a well-fought and hard-earned victory from Love Cannon.
God damn. Yeah, you got to watch out for those jabs. Just it would have been in Cody's best interest to just try and run away a little bit. Just back up, spend that stamina, and get that health back.
Oh man, Cody, what an excellent job. Good try, buddy. I mean, you really put up an excellent fight there. So
good fight, Cody now.
I look forward to seeing you in the next tournament that gets run, whether that's mine or another Trial by Blood. So keep it up, man. You've been getting so much better, and a great victory from Love Cannon there. Well done, well played.
Yeah, those shield jabs. That is it. That's what you really got to watch out for. That's why I would have taken the longsword. Get that little bit extra range. So we just he has to watch out more carefully when he does do those jabs.
Absolutely.
So hey, let's move to
great showing.
Yeah, let's move to Cloud and Funk.
Cloud, right?
Yeah, for their end of their fight. It's game point Funk, but Cloud just won the most recent fight. So it's 4-3.
Okay.
We will see. All right, I am spectating Weaponized Funk, pulling out the emotes, doing some nice...
a little bit of dancing going on.
Yeah, a little bit of
dancing.
Friendly emoting here. All right, here we go. Another mirror match, both longswords. Could be anyone's fight.
The dark versus the light.
that's so true. Excellent kick by Weaponized Funk. Cloud really at a disadvantage here now. Oh,
and what happened there?
I think he was trying to emote, is what it looks like.
Oh, and a quick punish. I mean, Funk's gonna take that real nice.
Very smooth.
Good stabs.
Very smooth. All right.
Excellently done.
So that was round 1. Who we got?
To quarterfinals now, do we?
Quarterfinals.
Or is it going to be losers round 3?
Let's see if we can get Gardenbow back in here. Are we missing anyone on the bracket?
The bracket says that losers round 3 would start at 9:30 estimated, and then quarterfinals would start at 10. So I imagine that losers round 3 would be first. Excuse me for 1 second. I'm going to use the restroom, but I will be right back.
Of course. I mean, you got to get that bottle out, dude. I listened to my chat.
Yeah, I really messed up there.
All right, so let's take a look at the bracket, everybody, while we wait, and let me just get a more interesting shot here. All right. So I guess we are going into the next losers bracket. Let's see. Here we go. We've got Gerber Day versus Trufaholic. Gerber beat Bartek. Good fight by Gerber. Keons. So I think Keons isn't here. I think someone is replacing him. I can't recall who it is. Versus Steezy. Rayon managed to win, and he's going to be fighting another one-handed sword user, probably with that Maul again. So that'll be a really interesting matchup. And then, of course, Weaponized Funk versus Soder Dave. So we're going to see a really skilled longsword user versus a one-hander. So we can hopefully show you all an example of what we've been talking about all night, and that how the longsword is a solid matchup against those faster one-hander weapons. It's fast enough. It has that range and damage. Of course, with the damage comes the stamina negation that it can really compete with those one-handers pretty easily.